Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another BDE podcast. My name is Stephen Hawley, and I'm here in the studio with my main man, Shelton. Styling, profiling, limousine riding, jet flying, kiss stealing, wheeling, dealing, son of a gun walker, baby. What is going on?
Oh my goodness. I was not expecting that, and that was way better than I could ever anticipate. I didn't mean to interrupt your intro, but that was too hyped not to chime in on that.
How do you not?
That was incredible.
Anybody who gets that intro needs to be able to be a part of it. But I will say this: I'm doing that to tease a little something here.
Okay.
A little something that you shared with me this week. Something about the BDE and how they may be a little bigger, just one skosh bigger. Now, look, it's a teaser. I'm not going to put it out there for the people. I don't want them to know, but. If the folks here listening, just stay with us. They might all be limousine riding here soon. But I'll let Shelton keep you in tune on that.
I was trying to pick up what you were putting down there for about a minute and a half. And now I realize, are we talking about the spaceship?
No.
What are we talking about?
We're talking about the next step of BDE, the new leg, the new arm, the
podcast?
No.
The finance?
Yes. Oh. I'm trying to make these people rich, Shelton.
That's my bad. That's my bad. Okay, so I was thinking of AMC. So it's
but that'll be a podcast. That'll be a thing for the BDE.
The BDE community, absolutely. I appreciate the plug, Holly.
I wasn't going to do it. I was only teasing. I was just peppering it in there.
We'll leave it.
I wanted the intrigue to be out there. I didn't want to give the.
I was intrigued. I was like, what is happening? What is going on? Dude, what a beautiful intro. We have a jam-packed show.
I can't wait.
We've got Tebow. We've got Minshew. We've got mullets because, obviously. And then we've got the Logan Paul fight, which is what we're all here for tonight. It is June 6th. It is the very first BDE podcast. We couldn't think of a better. This has been planned now for, what?
A while.
We have been drawing this day out for about a minute and a quarter. The setup, the entire situation we've got going on here that you guys see, this has been drawing for a minute. And it's exciting to see it come to life.
I'm excited.
I'm pumped.
I don't know what to do here right now with my hands.
I don't know what to do with my hands. So before we've kind of drew these things out before we get into all this, we like to do a little story time.
Oh, I love story time.
Right, it's great because we can't start the day without a great story. So all of you guys know that last week was Memorial Day weekend, right?
Yes.
Great weekend.
Amazing.
Absolutely. And when that comes, a lot of people like to get together, hang out, as do we. And friends came over. We went over to the pool. We have a community pool here in the neighborhood. And it was bumping. I'm not going to lie. It was nut to butt, right? Just having a grand old time. And I'm a little older now, right? I kind of peaked out. And I kind of keep to myself, just trying to chill and vibe. And, well, there's still kids playing footballs, hanging out. And I get a little itch, right? Like,
Go on.
I want in. I want to play. I want to toss back and forth here. Look, hook a brother up. I can throw a couple dimes, right? So the ball comes over, kind of lands in our area and rolls into the bushes. No problem here, right? I go out, I go get it. The kid runs up to grab the football. I'm like, no, man. Go hit a post route. I want in, right? Tag me in, baby, right? I go, hey, no, hit a post. This kid takes the long way home, which I loved. I love the energy. I love the effort here, right? All the way around the pool line, comes ripping across. Again, this place is packed out. The pool is massive. It's filled with hundreds of people, right?
How big is this pool? Oh my goodness.
Maybe not hundreds, maybe like 25, 40 people. I'm excited, okay? A little exaggeration here, okay? The kid hits the post route, hits the jump. I throw an absolute dime, Holly. I mean, the spiral on this thing was tight, all right? I mean, you know like the old back in the day, you were there. They don't have them anymore. The Nerf balls that used to whistle.
Oh, yeah.
Right? That's what it made that sound. It wasn't a wiffle ball, Holly. It was a leather ball.
I can see it right now.
You see the thing flying through the air right now. This thing was whistling towards this kid. Him and I make eye contact. Him and I locked in. There's a ball in between us. I'm like, this guy's got it. It's a touchdown. Da-da-da, da-da-da. That's what's going through my head, right? I mean, this thing is just launching to him. A few seconds pass. The ball's still in the air. He continues gravity, right? He continues to fly into the pool. Da-da-da is now in the it's
that's
no
in the
longer.
past.
Yeah, it is no longer. It's not there anymore because
We've moved into come on, man. I think at that point.
Come on, man. we moved into oh shit, because what happened to be right behind him was a 2-year-old infant just having the time of its life.
All 2 years.
Like literally, like
the best time it's had in 2 years.
She had peaked, and she knew it. Right? She is vibing in the pool, right? Let alone here comes my whistling football, just a complete dome shot. Don't laugh. It is not funny.
I can't not laugh. Bro, you're painting such a good picture. I don't know what else to do with my life.
The sound that this ball made when it bounced off this kid's head. I don't even know what words to use. It was the greatest pass of all time to never exist. So speaking of football, because obviously this is a great transition into to football. Until the foreseeable future, rolls out the way that it will, we have to have 2-minute Tebow.
Oh, how do we not?
We have to, regardless if he's not playing. He's currently a Jacksonville Jaguar
right now at this very moment.
Home location is we're practically Duval.
Yeah, we're based out of like the Jacksonville area, and the kid played high school
5 minutes down the road.
Yeah, not far from where we're
literally
in
probably
the studio.
15 minutes. Yeah, 15 minutes. It's crazy close. So speaking of his first debut, phenomenal debut.
I've heard it's amazing.
Didn't drop a pass, not one. I don't care if it's practice. I don't care if they weren't wearing pads. I don't care if they were wearing 10 pads. I don't care if he was running 2-yard button hooks. He didn't drop a pass.
Not a single one.
It's a quarterback here, guys. Didn't drop a pass. Pretty sure he had like 2 touchdowns. Granted, I don't know who was guarding him. Granted, I don't care.
I think it was probably some guy with a pad. You know what I mean?
Just a quick little love tap.
Yeah, just a love tap.
Guess
It
what?
doesn't matter.
I don't care.
You know how many passes I would have dropped? Most of them.
Most of them.
Yeah, even with the guy with the pad.
I wouldn't be scoring touchdowns.
No.
Nor, not to mention, would I look this good? Tebow, Minshew, and Trevor. I'm not saying
do you focus on.
I'm
here?
not saying that there's an award for the sexiest looking team out there, but if there was one, we may not win a Super Bowl, but my God,
we may not win a game.
We may,
but my God.
But listen, we are going to look amazing.
Amazing out there doing it. I mean, this is going to be like the '85 Bears. We may have a rap song that comes out with like William Perry like recreated.
Listen, in the famous words of prime time, look good, play good. You know what I'm saying?
Look good, play good.
You know what I mean?
Play good, pay good.
Right?
There's a third part to that thing.
There is. Well, I don't think these guys are getting paid just yet. But anyways, we're going to look good. Okay? We're going to feel good. We're going to play good.
With those arms, you can't go wrong.
With
those arms and the Trevor Lawrence hair and the Minshew mullet.
Speaking of mullets, okay, there's a little beef going down in Little Duval.
Oh yeah,
little beef, little action.
Let's talk meat and potatoes here.
Listen, Trevor Lawrence, they interviewed him. He said I'm not really like competitive in a sense of anything like that. But when it came down to the hair off here in Jacksonville,
my goodness,
old Trevi got a little saucy with it. He said, "My hair's got to compete now with Minshew. I'm having a tough time too." I love this.
Words that he has not said his entire life.
I'm having a tough time.
I'm having a tough time. Well, no. Somebody has to compete with my hair.
That's very true.
It was the first part. But then the second part really tells you that he cares.
That he's flustered.
Yeah. It's
flustered.
It's the red pepper on the pepperoni pizza.
We need this.
Oh, yes.
Duval needs this.
For sure.
And
sure.
I'm excited for the mullet. As a fellow mulleteer, I don't know. Does that work?
It is now.
It's right. That's a thing, right? That sounds good.
If it wasn't before,
it is now.
Mulleteer,
hashtag
right here in the
mulleteer.
BDE. Hashtag mulleteer. Yes,
that's going on a post for sure. Rotating into more mullets because why not?
Who can get enough?
Did you hear?
I can't.
Did you hear about this kid in Ohio State, the next Heisman winner?
Well, I mean,
I don't care. The kid can throw. The kid's got a hose for an arm. Apparently, I honestly, I could give two shits about the hose. Let me pull this video right here. This highlight of this guy, and you just give me your thoughts on this bad boy.
Okay, and just for everybody out there listening, I have not seen this yet.
Okay.
I have not seen this video.
That's true.
I've heard of the video. I have not seen the video, so this is new for me.
This is raw dogging, as you would say. Here we go. This guy's got a hose.
Okay, let's go.
Bro, $1 billion right there.
So Jacksonville Jaguars, 2026, 25.
That's our. There's our next draft.
It's automatic.
I don't even think it doesn't even matter if he's first, second string, third string. I don't care how good he throws. He looks phenomenal doing it, and that's the most important part.
I mean, it bounces in just the right way.
I'm jealous.
What he's telling you.
I want to know what is he using to get that bounce.
I mean, he's clearly conditioning.
It has to be. Look at it. It's like it's sitting on his head. My thing is that we're predicting him to be the next Heisman winner. Again, it's all hearsay, she say nonsense, whatever. 5-star QB Quinn Evans, Quinn Ewers.
It's not only the mullet; it's the fact that he's got the blonde.
The blonde, the bleach though. That's bleached out.
Yes,
that's not natural blonde. As he went out there and which now I'm thinking maybe I need to go out and get some blonde tips, blonder.
Look. Don't let this kid who's never thrown a pass influence you. Like the first time he throws a frozen rope at a 2-year-old, that's when you say, "I need to be this guy."
That's a great point.
You know what he should be doing right now?
He
should be looking at you and
calling me. You're right.
How do I do this?
The only difference is
Talent.
there isn't. Well, you don't have to say that out loud, okay?
Well,
we all know what we were thinking. That's not what I had in mind.
Oh, my apologies. I'll make the jab a little bit more subtle next time.
I appreciate that. Absolutely phenomenal haircut.
I hope everybody listening understands how that comes full circle. It's just really all about
looking good,
and having that BDE.
Speaking of BDE,
ooh,
your boy Brooksy.
Oh, he is my boy. Go Knowles.
He is just one of a kind here. I've got a video pulled up here of an interview that he did from the PGA Championship. That's a little louder than we anticipated. Everyone's probably already seen this. Okay, this isn't old news. The reason why we're talking about it is it's not going away.
It's not going away,
which I'm very excited about. This is what we've been talking about in the coming weeks, ready for this podcast. Is this going to die? Is this going to be something that we lose?
Yeah, it was on the cutting room floor as of last week.
Right?
We weren't even going to bring it back up.
We were going to leave it because look, it was cool, it was funny, but it fell short. However,
go on.
It's back. All right. So for the people who don't know, we're going to go ahead and just show a quick clip here.
Put up that nice number. Just ball struck my way around this place. Didn't putt well, but I don't think many guys are going to putt well with this win. It's very tough. I don't know what other guys have said or. I just felt it difficult to read, sometimes. Sometimes.
Here it goes.
I lost my train of thought, yeah.
Bro, it's so good. We've seen it like 15 times.
We laugh every
It's like it
time.
just comes out. It's coming, but it's still like the eyes, bro. Like the zero fucks that are given in this interview are absolutely incredible.
I don't know if I mean, look. I'm an older guy. Like I'm certainly older than my main man Shelton here.
Sure,
but
sure.
I don't know if I have ever had somebody just walk past me and throw me that far off. Like this guy was just off. And he even admits it.
Yeah, I don't even know
what was the question?
I've lost everything that I was thinking about. Like his whole world ended in that moment because of old Bryson D. So this started a war, as it should, on Twitter, where these two were bantering back and forth, throwing again, this is a gentleman's game. We've had that discussion.
For sure.
And the shit talking that ensued with this was very gentleman-like, which I really appreciated, right? Because if it gets too crazy, then it ruins the game. It ruins the whole aspect of it, and this won't be basically wanted.
I don't want it to Happy Gilmore here.
Yeah, I don't want it to ruin the game, and I don't want it to kill any potential shit talking between golfers. This needs to be more common. I feel like in this sport,
this is great for golf. Just for
phenomenal.
the record,
Look, Tigger's gone. All right,
he's gone.
Tigger. He carried the sport. His back is literally broken from carrying the sport for the last 2 decades.
Sure,
we're not going to have.
He had the Phil Mickelson rivalry. There was that thing for a while between him and Phil, but
this is different. No, There wasn't a rivalry.
Okay.
For there to be a rivalry, there has to be competition. Phil can hold up a
but they were open about the fact that they weren't like
they didn't
the
like
best
each other.
of friends.
I agree. But it never got to this point.
No.
So these two bicker back and forth, tweeting at one another, right? You mentioned about something about old Brooksy being in a photo shoot with no clothes on.
Yeah, he was in the ESPN Body Issue.
Okay.
Where just athletes are
naked,
airbrushed.
Okay.
And made to tell you that you're way out of shape is exactly what this is for.
I needed it. It's fine.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah. So Brooksy here was in the Body Issue.
Okay.
Bryson uses that as an opportunity to
take a blow, which I don't think you can. But continue.
Yeah, it was just an opportunity for him to point out to all of his Twitter followers that Brooksy does not have a six pack. He's got no abs.
You're swinging in the air there, buddy.
Okay.
Okay, continue.
Right. And then that proceeds to turn into our friend Brooks here taking a picture of all of the trophies he's won.
His 2 PGA championships.
Correct.
And 2 U.S. Open trophies.
Correct.
Instead of too shy of a six-pack.
Right. Which is, again, going back to it's a gentleman's game. That is a gentleman's response, which is essentially... Fuck you.
I love how you're like, can we say this?
Yeah, it's just,
yes.
But it's out there.
Yes.
We have to live with it.
So this was last weekend. Rolling into next weekend, right? Golf's a weekend sport. Brooksy didn't play. He still has a knee injury, surgery, all that jazz, right? Bryson's still playing because he's young. He's got to get paid still.
Well, that and he used the COVID time to apparently gain 40 pounds of muscle and.
Oh my goodness, he's
huge. I mean, don't get me wrong. The
bro.
guy's in great shape. I just like the fact that.
Brooksy's the weekend warrior.
Won't have it.
Brooksy's the weekend warrior in all of this. So this weekend's tournament, Bryson's walking from hole to hole, and the entire crowd, not the entire, but there's a handful of dudes in there that are going, "Let's go, Brooksy! Come on, Brooksy!" I mean, just right at him, bro. Like, I mean, we're right here, and they're, "Let's go, Brooksy!" And apparently some guys got kicked out for it.
Oh.
Because Bryson wasn't having it. This leads us to the next, again, gentleman response here.
Just real fast, I want to say that since we started this cast, and I want to say that we're probably, 15, 20 minutes in, Bryson has been lining up for a putt that he still has not taken.
Well done.
He still has not taken the putt.
Well done.
Because there's an ant right there.
Well done.
What am I going to do with that fire ant? I'm certainly not going to take this putt.
Well done. So, again, Brooksy's not there.
Right.
People get kicked out. Brooksy's going to take advantage of this opportunity. He's sponsored by Michelob, I believe. This was his response to what happened. Ready?
Let's go.
Sorry, guys. Wi-Fi's a little slow here.
What's up, guys? It's Brooksy. Just wanted to say, hey, thank you guys for the support. I heard a bunch of you were shouting my name at the golf tournament today. I know I'm not playing, but thank you guys for showing support. And if your time was, I don't know, say cut short at the golf tournament today, DM Michelob Ultra, and we're going to be giving out 50 cases of beer to the first 50 people in case their time was cut short, had any trouble at the tournament. But just as a thank you for showing support. Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Incredible.
I mean, that is borderline encouraging. That's borderline Happy Gilmoring.
Another crazy event that happened this weekend at the same golf tournament with Jon Rahm. Now, there's no smack talking. There's none of that. But this man had a 6-stroke lead at the end of the day yesterday. Which, for those of you that play or don't play golf, it's a hefty lead.
Significant, yeah.
These guys are good. To blow a 6-stroke lead that would be heard around the world, right?
Correct.
So he basically had won this tournament. We're talking probably $6-7 million.
Yeah, the guy's 18 holes? Like
he's 18 left. Yeah, he has 1 day left tomorrow. Yeah. Today, Sunday. Yeah. Right? So we're talking a $6 million paycheck, right? This guy's basically ready to cash. At worst case, he finishes second. My man's making millies, okay? He's ready to walk home. He's counting his check because all I got to do is show up tomorrow, right? The craziest thing that could happen is if, I don't know, I got withdrew because some crazy,
just make par.
Yeah, that's not what happened.
No.
Okay, Ollie. So the end of the 18th hole, the PGA walks up to this man, and I don't know if you can hear it, but we're gonna pull up the video here and let you listen in This was expressed to him at the end of 18. This man played all day. Okay? Played 2 days worth plus a third day. This is what happened. They just let him know that he has COVID. He's tested positive for COVID and can no longer play.
Well,
he played an entire round.
What is the testing protocol?
I don't know the testing protocols. I don't know if it was done 2 days ago. I don't know if it was done this morning. My thing is, why not try maybe another rapid test?
Or just tell me by hole 4 so I can just move on with my day.
So I'm not counting my checks.
Right. Yeah,
right?
that.
Or wait till I'm in the clubhouse.
Yeah, give me the bad news, maybe not on camera. So if I, just maybe have a
complete
breakdown.
Meltdown, yeah. Like, I mean,
I'm not doing it in front of all of these people that we can clearly see. And anybody who's maybe just sitting back watching it casually.
I don't know what the thought process was. I mean, I get like we have to get to him immediately so he doesn't touch any more people. But there's
there's
a
person's hand on his back.
Yeah, they're 6 inches from him. Now we can assume they're vaccinated and whatnot. And I don't want to get into political things.
Sure.
But the way that it was handled in the heartbreak. Now, I've had similar heartbreak.
That's tough.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Listen, I was an athlete back in my day.
Go on.
This mullet doesn't just come from just genetics. Okay.
That's what I always thought it was.
No.
Not
It
just
comes
genetics.
from. It stems from. I don't know. I don't know. It's not. Anyways, I was maybe 10, 12 years old.
Okay.
Right, playing on my first legit golf tournament. Went on the last hole. All you need to do is make par. Right, par 4.
Yep.
And I've got second.
Let's go.
It's in the bag. Right. Hit my drive down the middle. No problem. Hit my second shot on the green. I'm hyped. I'm 12, bro. At this point, I know I'm two-putting this. There's no shot.
I'm already cashing my check.
There's no shot I'm not two-putting this. Right? I'm on the edge of the green. Now, when you're on the fringe, you can leave the pin in. Okay, this is back. Again, this was a couple years ago. Rules have changed since then, but back then, the pin was allowed to be on the green. If you were in the hole, if you were off the green, once you got on the green, you had to remove the pin.
Take it out. Yep.
Okay. I didn't know this, Holly.
Okay.
So I'm off the green.
This sounds horrible.
I leave the pin in because spoke with this before to one of my pops before I got up there. He goes, leave it in case you hit a little hot. We got a little backstop there. Totally got it, right? I hit a fucking dinger. Okay, maybe it's a dinger is a bad word, but I hit a spot on putt. I mean, this thing is just going at it. I'm like, it might go in. Now I don't think I have a chance to win here, but I know like I'm sealing it, right? It stops inches from the hole.
My goodness.
Inches. So I remember. I do know that you have to take the pin out. So I walk up to finish my round to take my second place, stoked out of my mind. Okay.
You're stoked. You know how much money I'm about to make on this?
I took the odds. I take the pin out, but I don't put it down because there's other people that are still left and they're off the green and I know they need it. So I hold on to the pin and I tap it in. Just tap it in. I'm right there. I just tap it in, take the ball out, I put the pin back in. I just got second place. We're headed back to the clubhouse. We're smoking stogies. We're popping beer.
Let's go, baby.
I'm 12, but
yeah, I was going to say you're 12, but let's
whatever, right?
Positive influences.
This little shit, okay, who was in my thing, who was finishing third, decides to rat me out. Apparently, you can't hang on to the pin and tap it in. It's a 2-stroke penalty.
If anything, you should get a benefit for that. Like you held on to the
That's harder.
And touched.
I should get a stroke relief.
Yeah.
That's
a mulligan in the bag right there for you
penalty.
moving forward.
So the reason why I said that story was because I felt the same way that fell to the knees, right? That John just did. That's what happened to me.
So he rommed you, is what he is.
Yes.
He didn't rob you. He rommed you.
Yes.
He rommed you of 2 strokes.
Now again, granted, mine wasn't $1 million swing, but in the grand scheme of things, it felt like $1 million.
So between the kid that clearly can't catch at the pool and the guy who robbed you of 2 strokes, which one is on your shit list more? Like, I mean, if you had to prioritize, like, who's higher?
Who's frustrating me more? It's got to be the guy who robbed me, because that has still lived with me to this day.
Clearly,
and it bothers me because it's like I don't want to get. I'm gonna get emotional thinking about it because that was a big deal for me, but.
It doesn't sound like you're carrying that baggage at all.
I'll have other passes.
That's true.
I won't have another opportunity like that. And
Well,
so,
you can't go back to 12, so that'll be hard.
my point.
Yeah.
So it died there.
And
that
neither
was
can
it.
that concussion go back to the 2-year-old. That'll be
Let's not make it negative, okay? All right, so let's get into the good
Speaking
stuff.
of concussions, I think we got some Logan Paul talk.
This is what we're here for.
This is why we're on the cast right now.
This is the entertainment. This is what we're excited about. I'm beyond jazzed up.
Left the best for last.
I've been waiting for this. It's been a big hype. It's been a big excitement. The fight's on tonight. Who do you got? Who's your pick?
I want Logan Paul to win. I'm not going to lie.
Okay.
But I think in a very boring match, we're going to see Floyd Mayweather just
Pick 'em apart?
kind of dance around.
Did you see the
butterfly.
weigh-ins yesterday? Did you see what the weigh-in is?
If I'm not mistaken, Floyd came in around 130?
55.
155.
Yep.
Okay. That's probably the heaviest he's been in a while.
You know what Logan came in at?
I can only go.
189. Bro, this kid's an absolute tank. And I think everyone's sleeping on it. I'm gonna say it here first on the BDE podcast. I'm calling a knockout by round 2, 3 at the latest. I think if it goes any further than that, I think Floyd's gonna have it in the bag. Well, there is no winner, by the way. There's no judges or anything like that, which I'm cool with. I was watching Logan's podcast, and he's like, "Look, if there was judges and scorecards, there's not a chance in hell those judges are gonna let me win." Floyd's got his finger so involved in the boxing community.
Sure.
I don't care what judges you have. It's not going to be a complete landslide victory either way. So if it came down to the scores, Logan's not winning. So everyone's like, "Oh, it's not going to be exciting." No, it's not. It still is. I don't care about the scores. I care about
The first 4 rounds are going to be the exciting part because that's when Logan
yeah.
is swinging for the fences.
he has to. Knowing that, like, look, he's got nothing to lose. We've kind of talked about this outside the podcast.
A little bit, yep.
We've talked about his record. Okay, Logan's record is 0-1-1.
Which leads well into
Facing
Floyd's
the 50-0 boxer. I mean,
yeah, the guy's never lost.
It makes sense. But to me, he's 1-1-1. He's already won because he secured you secured a fight with one of, if not the greatest boxer in the world, with 2 fights under your belt. Now, again, it's a cash grab, right? We all know this, but I think that's where it makes it even more exciting because it's just, I like these kind of events that are happening, right? People are saying it's horrible for boxing, it's this and that because it's not like your typical boxing event, right?
Right.
But it's not about that. It's about 2 guys talking shit and settling it like we always have want to.
Now here, I'm glad you brought up the cash grab thing.
Okay.
And I thought about this a little bit. Over the weekend we were talking about what we're going to talk about with Logan Paul. But the more I thought about it, if you look back to any Floyd fight, he's the hype of every fight.
Yes.
He is the hype of
bringing. Besides the McGregor fight, I felt like that was.
Well, that was both of them though, and they were teamed up because again, it was a cash grab fight. But if you look at the Pacquiao fight, everybody was dying to watch Floyd Mayweather
or win.
But it was
there's a Pacquiao fan base, right?
Sure,
but not like the people watching. Tuning in to watch him either lose or to watch him win.
But Floyd Mayweather has been the guy who brought a lot of the media. They brought a lot of, even with Pacquiao, where he comes from a different country, and a lot of those folks are coming in. It's an international thing for them. But Floyd Mayweather has been the just any fight he's in is always, and even with Conor McGregor, like don't get me wrong, they both participated.
But McGregor's had a big hand in it.
For sure.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying in this scenario is it almost feels like Logan Paul came in and kind of sucked that away from Floyd. Like, this is a Logan Paul fight.
Yes.
This isn't a Floyd Mayweather fight because I don't even know anything about Floyd Mayweather's preparation. I don't know, about I don't know about what the purse is. I don't know anything about that. All I know is Logan Paul is going to fight somebody, and I'm going to watch it.
Because Mayweather's been out of the game for a little bit.
And a little bit.
I think that's what's going to help Logan. Logan's a young, full of piss and vinegar. Mayweather's a little bit older. I don't know about speed or anything like that. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a believer. Maybe I'm just
But
crazy.
that's part of the intrigue, right?
But that's
You've got a guy who's 0-1-1
if he knocks
versus
out
15.
Mayweather, I don't think people are going to be prepared for what's going to be.
It'll be
next.
like when Buster Douglas knocked out Tyson. Nobody will. I mean, I remember
but
watching
I'm talking
that.
about how I agree with you in the sense of like knocking out, but I'm talking about look what Logan's done thus far in regards to putting this together without a win.
Without a single win.
Imagine what this guy does if he knocks out Floyd.
I don't know what happens to him. If I was him, I'd just retire. I'm done here.
What do you do? I was actually watching.
I'd go back to YouTube.
I watched an interview on that, and I asked him, "What's next?" And he goes, "Nothing." He's like, "There's nothing in this world that's going to capitalize this peak." I was like, "That's crazy to think." Like he's 27 years old, and he's admitting like, and you can think of the grandest things. I don't know.
Whatever it is for anybody out there listening, think of that.
Yeah, put yourself in his shoes
right now,
and then think, what would it be? We're about to head off, but I told you I have a surprise. So I've got to call in my backup here.
Well,
just give me a second. While I call in my my recruits here. Do you have any?
I really have no idea what this is.
I want to. You don't. I want to know what your prediction is. I know who you want.
Okay.
Okay. But I want to know your prediction.
Okay.
And I want to know. Just give me that first.
My prediction is, it goes the full gambit, and we see Mayweather dance around.
So it's going the full 8 rounds. Full 8 3-minute rounds.
Yep.
Really?
I believe so. I do.
If it goes for the full 8 rounds, to me, I don't care how good Mayweather looks. That's another W for Logan.
That is.
If it goes the full gambit,
Mayweather's not going to knock him out. Well,
he knocked out Mayweather, he knocked out McGregor. Not knocked him out, but where they had to call the fight.
Right.
That's
TKO.
That's a TKO.
Yeah.
I don't think he's gonna knock him on the ground, but beat him up so
yeah. He
badly
might get him into a point where he's just so fast.
Hold on. Okay.
Oh no.
Can you set it up before you come in?
No.
Hold on before you come in, babe. For those of you that know or don't know Holly, he dabbles. He likes to have a good drink every now and then, and I feel like just having champagne to celebrate our first podcast just wouldn't be enough.
Okay.
Right, just to have a glass, it wouldn't really expose BDE.
I like where this is going.
So I had to go out and I had to find something that would be like, hey, what's celebrating BDE style?
Okay.
So you're gonna have to get up out of your chair.
Oh boy.
And actually, no, babe, do you want to do it for him? So we're gonna have our bottle service come in and assist with spraying. Come on, baby, you can come on in.
Oh no.
Spraying champagne with our champagne gun into your mouth. Go ahead, you can go over there and
hit me, baby.
just give it to him. The sound effect. I need a shot. Hold on. Hold on. Get in the camera. Come over here. Go ahead. Well, that was.
You talk very well with your mouth full. I'm not sure where you got that skill picked up.
So were you excited? Was that
if I wasn't, I am now. Let's be honest.
Fantastic. Well, that is it for our show today, guys. Babe, I appreciate you coming in and being the best bottle service.
Thank you very much, my dear.
Thank you. Be back next week.
Absolutely.
This is a special showing on Sunday. We're going to have a more defined day, but today we're posted because of the Logan Paul fight.
Yeah, for the fight, yeah.
So stay tuned. Hopefully, Logan Paul knocks him out.
Absolutely. Let's go, Logan.
Until next time, I'm Shelton.
And I'm Holly.
Woo! Boogity, boogity.